Peace throughout the galaxy and at home. From the beginning of time, this one dream has persisted. To achieve such a goal, the Global Security Council was formed to protect world peace from those who would destroy it. The Eagle Riders were established. 5 courageous young people whose cellular structure allows them to transform into powerful superheroes. Capable of extraordinary abilities on their own, as a team, they are unstoppable. My name is Dr. Thaddeus Keene. I brought the Eagle Riders together, and together they will remain as long as they are needed to defend the global good.
Global Security Council report XXX-27. Much has happened since I flew into Shadow Hills Airport 3 days ago. As you requested, I was met by the Eagle Riders. They were quite surprised to discover that I was a woman. Using a truck to transport me secretly to Gateway City seemed like the perfect plan, but the Vorak weren't fooled.
Quick, everybody, into my car!
Go on! Beat it, scum! Prepare to destroy the Eagle Riders once and for all!
Ollie, move it!
Okay, boss! Stop them!
Relax. I've got a little surprise for them.
Uh-oh, gotta go.
May I?
Be my guest.
So she's an expert on robots and cyborgs. I wonder if she knows about me.
Dr. Aikens has come to help me with repairs and to install a robotic failsafe system at the Cape. We're leaving immediately.
Dr. Keene and I headed out in the middle of a bad thunderstorm for the Cape Long energy plant. I barely had time to assess the damage report, and most of my thoughts were on the Vorak.
She's a spy?
Why not? Because there's something about her that she's hiding from us. Maybe she's a double agent.
Impossible, I don't believe it.
We'll just see.
And just what is so humorous today, Mellanox?
Oh, Cyberkind, I'm bursting with happy news, though I know you'll take credit for it. The second virtual probe is finally completed, and we can now think our way into any brain we want. It's a dream come true.
Any news on the whereabouts of our first virtual probe?
Nothing, Cyberkind.
How unfortunate. I suppose it has not occurred to you that this could present a problem for us in the future, Mellanox.
Oh, how could anyone possibly figure out how to use it when after weeks and weeks of testing the probe was virtually useless, sire?
Stop it, you're killing me. You just better hope that no one finds that probe.
We should have gone with him.
Dr. Keene wouldn't let us.
Cape Long Hospital in visual range.
Something troubles me. I wonder, where was Dr. Aikens when he was shot?
I've been wondering that myself. Maybe she pulled the trigger. Nobody else could have gotten that close. The security scanners would have stopped them.
That lady's got a lot of explaining to do. First, we gotta negotiate this storm and get the Cape Long Hospital as soon as possible. But what's the prognosis, Dr. Weinhardt?
Actually, I'm not sure.
Why not?
Let me show you his x-ray. There is damage to the right parietal bone, but not as severe as it looks. We can repair the bone and the cranium is not injured. But right now he's in a coma. His brain waves are laser locked. I've ordered another CAT scan, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Wake up, Dr. King, please. You just gotta wake up. You will, won't you?
Hang in there. We're pulling for you. You're gonna be all right. She won't get away.
I'm glad you're all here. I'm sorry I wasn't able to contact you personally, but I've had a lot to attend to since this happened. I'm sure you understand.
Look, lady, we want some answers and we want them now. Like, where were you when Dr. Keene took a laser blast to the skull?
I was behind a curtained area taking tabulations to check the magnetic vector potential.
A pretty lame excuse if you ask me.
I know what you're thinking, and frankly, I see no reason for this conversation. I don't need to defend myself.
Don't be so sure. It seems to me that even if there was a lead curtain between you and Dr. Keene, lady, you'd have to have been stone deaf not to hear something.
I heard nothing but loud cracks of thunder. It was storming.
I don't believe you.
Joe, not this way.
You can think whatever you want of me, but I was sent here by the Security Council, and I have their authorization to be your new leader, so you'll all be taking orders from me now. Everybody clear on that?
Roger.
Good. I want you to stay here. I have work to do.
I wonder what kind of work.
Beats me.
I think I've got her number. She's the one who shot Dr. Keene. I've got to stop her right now.
Joe, you heard the doctor's orders. You gotta stay put.
You're not getting away with it.
Joe, don't!
Why not? She shot Dr. Keene. Now let go of me.
There's a strong possibility you're right, but we haven't any real proof.
I've got all the proof I need, and now she's about to get away with what she's done. I can't let that happen.
Don't pull that trigger.
Whoa, close call.
Joe, take time out from target practice and give me a hand. And, oh, by the way, the only reason I went to my car was to get my briefcase. If you still don't trust me, then come along.
We'll all come.
It was time I let the Eagle Riders in on the strange discovery I had made in one of the old laboratories.
Looks like an overgrown searchlight.
What is this?
This is some kind of Vorak brain probe. You're all familiar with their hard drive design. What shocked us was our discovery that they created this device to literally probe someone's brain waves.
That means whenever I'm asleep, somebody could be picking my brain with that thing. Now that's pretty scary.
Actually, we've only achieved results using it on people who are wide awake. Apparently, it can't pick up the brainwaves that exist when you're asleep.
Huh? At least Dr. Keene's out of danger.
If the Vorak can actually use this machine to steal or manipulate data from people's brains, then it's only a matter of time before no one is safe.
Then you believe this machine was already used by the Vorak?
No, it wasn't ready yet. This was probably a prototype. We had to make many adjustments to get it to function at a truly impressive degree.
What's the plan now?
I'll be continuing my research from here. If they have another probe ready, this may be the only way to fight it. But your work must also continue, putting aside all your personal feelings. I've adapted the Vorak hard drive to interface with the computer on the Ultra Eagle. Its contents may provide the location of their base. Your orders are to find and destroy it immediately. Hunter?
Roger.
Final test results on the virtual probe show no malfunctions of any kind, sir. What shall we do now?
Isn't it perfectly obvious, numbskull? It's time for us to get online and for me to get busy probing.
Right. Activating startup sequence now.
I am proud to report that despite any suspicions they might have had of me, the Eagle Riders did not hesitate to perform their duties. They understood that our mission was vital, and the investigation into my role in the shooting of Dr. Keene would have to be resolved later.
Well, Hunter, now we'll find out if there's a virus in that Vorak drive.
Only time will tell. We just have to trust that Dr. Aikens isn't leading us into a trap.
That brain probe idea is plain weird. She'd have to be pretty kooky to just make up something like that, Joe.
So maybe she's nuts.
Knock it off, guys. Let's just hope the waves we've got lead us to the Vorak.
If they do, we should be coming up on them in about 20 minutes or less.
Looking forward to it. We'll teach these Vorak not to mess with the global good.
They better not mess with my brain either.
It's a Code 5 message.
ER1, transmit code 5. Huh?
Huh?
Hunter, what was the message?
It was a computer update on Dr. Keen's condition. He's disappeared. Vanished.
Oh no!
How can that be?
She's behind it.
Oh, Dr. Keen!
The security of the world is at risk if he doesn't survive.
Hey, Joe, where are you?
I think Joe's gone.
Huh? His tracker's left the launch bay.
Get him on the communicator.
He's turned his off.
Joe!
Sorry, guys. I'll find that woman and even the score. This time nobody will stop me.
We better go back too, Hunter.
What if she did take Dr. Keen? We gotta get him back.
Yeah, if we go back and search for him now, we may find him before it's too late.
Hunter, he's always been there for us, and now he doesn't stand a chance. She may be in with the Vorak. We've got to do something.
No.
Why not?
We have a battle to prepare for. We're on our way to fight the Vorak.
But it seems to me the real battle is helping him fight for his life.
I want to be part of that. Please, Hunter, can't we go back and ignore the Vorak just this one time? That's all we ask.
I know we've sworn to always follow the Security Council directives, but we've never faced this kind of a situation before.
You have to get a hold of yourselves and think this through clearly. Dr. Aikens is probably taking him to the Vorak base. There's only one way to help him now. By continuing to fight for the global good. And believe me, this is our most important mission yet. Let's do it!
Well, this isn't so bad. Cybercon had scared me into thinking I might not be strong enough to activate the probe, but it's really just a simple matter of directing all your energy into one goal. Thanks to the miracle of modern science, I will now be able to show those weak Earthlings who's the boss once and for all. Up, up, and away! Now this is what I call space travel. I think this is the way to Cape Long. I'm so bad with directions, but who needs to do any driving when you have an army of androids to get you around town? I could grow accustomed to this form of transportation. It's like being the invisible man.
What's the matter, Bruno? Hey, who's there? I know where you're hiding. Come out from behind that tree.
Oh, just hold on. I'm having a bit of trouble with this wing factor.
Hey!
Wow, the manual never said I could move objects.
All right, cut it out. Show yourself right now.
Give me a break. I'm just learning this program. Who's this guy anyway? Friend of yours? Down in front. That's using your head.
Holy moly! Where'd it go?
Here, Bruno. Fetch this. How's this for a brainstorm?
I feel a presence. The Vorak mind probe has arrived. I must try to confuse it for a while. There must be some way to manipulate its energy away from Dr. Keen.
I think I'll take what's behind door number 2. Hey, girls, what's wrong? Visiting hours aren't over, are they?
The Eagle Riders better hurry to reach the Vorak and destroy this monster at its source.
Ease up on the thrusters, Ollie. We're getting close.
Initiating perimeter scan.
Bingo, there it is. Let's take it on in.
All systems ready for descent.
Disengage, prepare to land.
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Give me that silly thing. You know, I hear the problem with the security business is there just isn't enough upward mobility.
Don't do that! Don't let him go!
Oh, all right. I'll get down to business and find Dr. Keen. I never get to have any fun.
I just hope I'm strong enough to keep the monster at bay until the Eagle Riders can destroy it.
Well, where did they put the dear doctor? Come out, wherever you are. I can't go home without you. Ooh, the room at the top of the stairs. I should have guessed. Knock, knock. Who's here?
I know exactly who's here. I've been waiting for you.
You're not Dr. Keen.
It doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm here to tell you you won't be able to harm Dr. Keen.
Really? Do you mind telling me why?
He's in a coma, which means he's asleep, so his brainwaves are locked and your scheme won't work.
I know what coma means, but what I don't know is how you found out about our little plan. You better fess up now, because if you don't, we have some very uncomfortable ways of making you talk.
I can't let him destroy us. I've got to be strong.
Don't bother being strong. You can't compete with me. I can destroy you both. Ugh, how disgusting. I didn't know it would do that. Why, there's our missing probe. And there's Dr. Keen. Finders keepers.
You can't harm Dr. Keen. He's totally defenseless.
I'm afraid it's against Vorak policy to protect the weak and vulnerable.
This place is deserted. There's definitely something wrong here. Huh? I can't believe it. I was right. She works for the Vorak, and she lured Dr. Keen in. This whole phony act was a setup.
Joe, you're making a mistake.
Surprise! You boys ought to lock your doors. You never know who might drop in.
I'll get you!
I'll take that.
Sure!
We've got to get Malinox. Better find him quick.
You picked the wrong team, lady.
Joe, please, I don't work for the Vorak. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I'm not buying it. Hey!
Joe, you've got to believe me. The Vorak are after me. I did what I thought was right. I was trying to protect Dr. Keen, not hurt him. Joe, it's true.
What makes you think I believe anything you say to me?
My technology was used by Dr. Andro to save your life.
I owe her my life.
Look, Joe. Look at his hand. Dr. Keen is regaining consciousness. There is no time to delay. We must stop the probe before they get to him.
No human can stop me, but you're welcome to try.
You're on, mister.
Be careful, Joe.
This will be a meeting of the minds you'll soon regret.
Alternate brain rhythm velocity. Think fast, then slow to throw him off. And remember, you're a cyborg. Interface your robotic memory chip with the brainwave chamber. That's it. You're doing fine.
I'm the big brain around here. Take your brainwaves somewhere else. This is my parallel universe.
You've got him on the run. Increase your pulse modulation now.
Ooh, nasty tickle. But my phase speed is increasing. Your waves are numbered, muscle brain.
Guess who's here?
Huh? I must be dreaming. I think I see the Eagle Riders.
We're really your worst nightmare.
Then who's in my head?
I am Malinox.
You won. I've disconnected the power electrodes. Are you all right? Joe?
Oh, I have such a headache.
Me too.
I've had a permanent headache since the moment you came into my employ. You have made a royal mess of it again.
Gracious, Master, I was doing so well. I just had a little last-minute bit of bad luck.
There's nothing last minute about it. All you've been is unlucky. I'm closing down your base. This operation is terminated.
No! Please, Master! Please reconsider. I'm not the one to blame. No! It's the Eagle Riders!
Now would be a good time to leave.
I could sure use a little vacation. So long, suckers!
Take me with you, boss!
Yeah, me too!
You're so demanding. Where'd you get off? Oh, never mind.
A week has passed since my last report. Dr. Keen is up and fully recovered. Joe, who suffered some minor cell burnout, is recovering nicely as well.
It's hard to believe you suspected her.
Why? Makes sense to me. She is the one that shot you.
Yes, that's true, but believe me, it's not my fondest memory. I had only a split second to act after my psychic powers sensed the molecular mass attaching itself to Dr. Keen's brainwaves. I knew Joe was already suspicious of me, and there was no time for rational discussion, so I decided to keep it a secret.
I guess you're not the only one guilty of that.
No, and it's time to tell your friends yours. I knew of Joe's accident. He had very severe injuries. In order to live, he became a cyborg.
I knew it.
And that's why he had the extra brain power to fight off the Vorak monster. Our totally human brains could never have won that fight. The Global Security Council is extremely grateful to Joe for his fine work in making our world a lot safer place.
I am very pleased that you singled Joe out for special praise. He had been living with his secret, fearing that the rest of the Eagle Riders might react to him strangely. I saw no evidence of that today. I sensed that they are very proud of him, not only because he accomplished what we humans could not, but because he had the courage to live on as a cyborg, and the modesty never to flaunt his unique strength. He chose only to walk equally with them to carry out their mission to defend the global good. This concludes my report.